Hello, everybody. It is Brandon Foster. You guys know me. I am your mindset coach, your encourager, here to teach you how to be confident inside of your business the same way the top 1% does. And today I have a slayer with me. This is the first time I think I've used the term slayer in a testimonial, but Denise, who was part of the incredible Born to Slay Mindset Mastermind. And we actually still have another call scheduled, so which is amazing. Here to share with all of you her experience in the program and what it was like and hashtag all the things. Denise, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Brandon.
So let's start off and just tell people, because I love your story because you actually already are running a business and now you're also starting a second business,
That's
right?
right. Yep.
And so tell people what your current business is, what you're starting, and kind of where you're from. Just give them the lay of the land.
All right. So I have a travel agency and my passion is Africa. So there's that. But I also help manage our family's business, which is a dairy. And um, I'm from Switzerland, but I mean, I've been here. I live in Oklahoma. I've been here for many years.
Fantastic. So why don't we start and tell people where you were with your mindset and why you decided to work with me?
Okay. Well, my mindset, it's been something that I'd been struggling with for a while, actually. And honestly, I was kind of in a dark place and just I met Brandon actually from COV and I always got so excited on his calls and I started binging his content because the 1 hour I think a month it was or whatever was just really not enough. And then I realized I needed somebody that could talk with me one on one because everyone I had spoken to previously to try to help me either didn't know how to help me or refused to. And whenever I had my call with Brandon, I was very encouraged because one, he told me he could help me, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And so I got into Born to Slay, and my mindset just completely changed. I'm so grateful. It was so amazing.
Well, why don't you thank you for that? I appreciate that. And when you say your mindset wasn't, I guess gonna say helpful, describe what your mindset was versus where you are today.
Well, my mindset really was, that I was stuck in the situation that had been given to me and that I couldn't make my way out and live the dream life that I always desired to. And so that was a scary place. And I'm thankful that I no longer live there.
Amazing. What are some of your biggest wins, both mindset and practical, that you've experienced inside of Born to Slay?
Okay, well, I will say the mindset is what influences you to do the practical. So uh, the mindset has just been really incredible with being exposed to different things like the different thought leaders also with inside Born to Slay that Brandon mentioned, the combination that we had of the one-on-one calls and then the group and the Facebook group, like everything together made it to where it's like impossible not to have a big breakthrough. It was really, really fantastic.
Love it. And what were some of your big practical wins?
My big practical wins, well, I started scheduling things further in advance, like just with social media. I made a business plan. I for the farm part, we have put together some standard operating procedures for employees. We're having regular meetings, which we're actually having one today. And so, yes, so everything, this kind of work, it's not just in whatever business that you're in. It kind of influences your whole life. So to have it all put together was really influential and something that I'll carry with me. Was one of the best investments in myself that I've ever made.
Wow, I really appreciate that. What were some of the ripple effects that had in other areas of your life?
Well, it allowed me to kind of see things differently and also forgive some people for my past. So with personal relationships, those improved and um, yeah, just being able to forgive so you can realize now that you're the creator of your life instead of the victim, with the people around me. That was really, really powerful. And, they picked up on some things like every time when we would have a group call, they'd always be like, Denise, you're in such a good mood. I'm like, yes, because I spoke to Brandon today. Everything so inspirational. I love it.
What would you say surprised you about the program that you didn't expect?
Well, it was a lot more in depth than I imagined. When you do your homework in your week to week work, you kind of, get to some places where you have to think very deeply about, what you really want from your life. And it allows you to have a deeper reflection of the things that you want to change, which are sometimes hard things to look at because there are also things that have been passed down like through epigenetics, and sometimes you don't even realize it. So that was really powerful for me.
Absolutely. How would you describe those one-on-one calls?
Oh, for me, like kind of emotional. I mean, I pretty sure there were a couple of tears and some smiles and laughter, but definitely something that you need because you're kind of a straight shooter, and that's really what I needed. And to actually provide me with some practical things that were exactly for my situation, not just a cookie cutter approach. That was really the icing on the cake where I could take those pieces and really apply them.
I love it. I remember you coming to me before you decided to invest, and you asked me a very hard question. And you said, how do I know that you can actually help me?
Yes.
Do you remember what I said?
Um, I think you said that you can't guarantee it, but if I put in the work, then it's a very high chance that I can change.
Yeah, I believe my exact words. I can't guarantee your results, but I know that it works. And how far you go will be determined by you and not me based on how much you choose to implement in these practices. Does that sound about
Yes,
right?
yes, that's very reflective of I did everything, all the homework inside every week. And yeah, I think the more you apply yourself, the more you can get out of it. But definitely, like, I realize now that mindset, it's a lifelong practice. I mean, I'm still doing many of these things today. And I think, I'll continue to carry them throughout the rest of my life because you have to do it. You have to do it. If you want to go higher, you have to do it. It's
I
that
love
important.
that. So what would you say to anybody who is like you were on the fence and you're like, do I invest in this program or do I not? What would you say to someone?
Well, I would say 100% do it. You're worth it. I mean, and to think about also, the thing was for me is like, I had to think about how much time do I want to spend staying here where I am. If you want something that will propel you forward, in this amount of time that this container provides, you'll get there. And so I really, from the bottom of my heart, I would definitely encourage you if you're willing to put in the work. It's kind of impossible in the environment you're in to not have some big breakthrough. And one thing I forgot to mention is that in our business, we got massive financial compensation. And I truly believe that it had something to do with Born to Stay.
Are you willing to share details about that, or you want to keep that kind of lip
Yeah,
and concealed?
yeah, I can share a little bit of it, but surprisingly, we got a check for almost $250,000, which was not expected, and it was one of the biggest blessings. Like just to have the financial stress lifted off for a while was really good.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that, Booz. So grateful to have you as a slayer inside of the program. Keep slaying it. Keep me updated on how
Yes.
it stacks, because you know that the work you did during this container is really like the roots of a 35-foot tall oak tree, and you're just budding. You're just budding. You're just sprouting above the ground, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brandon, for the opportunity.
You're so welcome, Boo. Love you to pieces.
Love you.